Yo, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Pass the Sticks. I'm your host, JB. Join me as always, Tsunamic Wave. What's going on, bro?
Yo. I'm feeling good, man. How you feeling?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Another week, a lot of stuff to talk about this week, man. Before we get into that, I appreciate all the love and support as always. If you're new to this show, we start out with what games we're currently playing. Then from there, we'll go into this week in gaming, talk about some retro games that dropped throughout this week in history. Then from there, we'll touch upon some industry news topics. Then we'll end with the spin wheel. One gotta go game versus. Hopefully, Wave this week is not just full of Xbox questions, right?
Right.
Like it is a spin wheel, so it's random. But like last week was crazy. It was just pulling Xbox. So
Might end up
hopefully,
being a PlayStation week.
right, exactly. But with that said, what games you been currently playing, bro?
It's not really a large selection, just a few, like Call of Duty mostly. With the new season, they dropped a couple of other bundles. I've been away from COD for a while, so I'm just trying to get my legs back up under me. I know some of my friends might say I've been doing pretty good, but it's been inconsistent.
Right.
So just trying to get that consistency back. And I was playing a little bit of Grounded because Grounded actually released another update. They added a boss. They added some new stuff. You could actually play basketball. So I was just checking that out with the homie, just trying to see what they added. Um, that's pretty much it though. Nothing too
Yeah.
crazy.
So for me, I've been playing a little bit of MLB the show. I always make it mixed up with 24 because like Madden is always a year ahead, right? So like
Yeah.
24. I've been playing a little bit of WWE 2K24. Um, I'm missing one thing. I'm still playing a little bit of Hellblade,
Right.
obviously. Um, as I'm getting ready for that game, and I think it's a damn exactly a month away, so I'm hyped. Um, Yeah, that's really about it. Similar to what you said, I haven't really had much time. Like last week, I played a lot more than I did this week.
Yeah.
But uh yeah, man. So with that said, let's get to this chat and then we'll get on to this week in gaming. As I see people starting to pour and appreciate y'all as always. Check in with the crew. My brothers was good from Gamer
Yep.
Live. Like, what's good, bro?
Yep.
Jess said hi. What's going on, Jess?
Yep.
Give me a lot of looks. I got a scam message from Facebook asking me to purchase Battlefield 2024. I reported as child.
Child support endangerment is
Oh
crazy.
man,
It's
that's
the first
funny,
time
yo.
ever.
We'll come back to that at the end of the show with an announcement. John said, "What's good, Kings? What's good, bro?"
Yo. I like that profile picture, man.
Absolutely. I see that. Just said Mario Super Wonder from the little one. Yeah, she Wave. She's still on one. Yo, she went back to it.
That's a good game.
Went back
That's
to it.
a fact.
Yeah.
That's a good game.
John said, "Wave, hold back on Apex with the eyes." Like,
Oh, bro, listen, I don't even know y'all be playing. Hit me up. I'll play. I still like Apex.
okay. Mo said, "Still on the show 24." So I spoke to Mo. He a catcher in the show. What are you again, Wave? Right field,
Left field.
left field. How's that
Power
going for?
hitter, man.
What'd you say?
I made it on the team. I'm a power hitter. I made it on the team. I'm on the Rockies, man.
Okay, the Rockies. Okay,
Rocking the purple. But they bought me up mid season. So I was doing pretty good in the minors.
yep.
But we not making the playoffs. We so many
So
games. So many
it's a
games.
next year thing then. Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
It's a fact.
I feel you. Ashley Larry was good, bro. He said, "What's good, fellas? I'm on Tekken 8 still, and a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. That's one thing I gotta get back to the Master Duel, man. I love that game, Wade. We talked about that when that first dropped, and we was both playing that game. Then somebody hit me with Exodia.
Yeah,
One
yeah.
turn,
That's crazy.
gone. Never even had a chance. And I
Yo,
was
that
like,
game bring me. Oh my bad.
go ahead. Yeah, basically, I think You was about to say exactly what I was gonna say. Go ahead.
That game made me realize like I'm too far behind. It's too many cards, bro.
Right.
It's 6 different blue eyes white dragons. I didn't even know they did more than one.
Right. Darren Minor say, "Yo, what's good, bro?"
Yo, yo,
Christian Castro said, "Happy Tuesday, everyone. What's going on, man? How's
yo.
that? I hope all is well."
Tuesday.
Still playing the duty. All right. He
That's what
also
they call. That sound like a dump. Still playing.
the duty. Give me a laugh. Also said Wade was not on the roster. They brought him up as a third base coach.
I'm still getting paid to live the dream, bro.
Right.
You know. So hey, whatever.
Yo, I wouldn't be surprised if they put that in, man. Eventually, like the coaching roles and stuff like that. Like
That would be crazy.
they always add pointless stuff. You know what I'm saying? They
Right.
never add what we ask for. They always just add like pointless shit. So I
Imagine paying
definitely just see that.
$70 just to be a third base coach.
That'd be wild.
That would be insane.
All right, yo, let's get into this week game in where we briefly look back on games that dropped throughout this week in history. And Wade, kicking this off, man. We kicking this off with a game that I'm personally biased for. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. 3 Extreme was dropped April 21st, 1999, man. Developed by 989 Sports. And if you're not familiar with 989 Sports, that has games like what's the Game Day? If you remember that, and
football, yeah.
And what was it? NFL Game Day, basketball for 989 Sports, I think was what the hell was that? In the Zone?
Oh yeah,
On PlayStation. They also had a baseball game. Was that Triple Play? I think it was Triple Play.
Yeah, I don't know the baseball one.
I think I could be wrong with that, but I think they had the Triple Play. And then eventually High Heat. But yeah, man. Right now I'm having an issue with the video file for some reason. Let me see if I can bring this up on a whole other thing. Give me 1 second, Wave. But before we even get into the video, have you ever heard of this game, Wave? If so, what's your thoughts on it?
So like I was when I was looking at this game, I was trying to remember like was this like a part like a demo that they used to put in a magazine? I'm trying to remember because I remember like having this game and playing it like one time, but like I wasn't that good at it, so I never really like kept playing it. But like I don't remember we didn't purchase this thing. I recall getting it from something. Was it a magazine? I think it might have been a magazine.
They put a demo for 2 Extreme. This is a sequel to it, but yeah, that the 2 Extreme joint was I think it came in was a not Game Pro.
They used to have a little plastic in the joint with the.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I know for a fact it came in PlayStation magazine, but it also came in Gaming Monthly. I forgot exactly the name of it, but
okay, so I'm tripping a little bit, but not too much. Yeah, but like this, I mean, just looking at it, it seemed like it was cool for its time. It's not my cup of tea.
Sure,
not something that like I would play like a lot. Yeah, I ain't gonna talk too much on the graphics because of the time it came out. Sometimes you gotta be fair. It was before 2000. I ain't gonna go in too crazy on the graphics.
Right.
You know what it was. I mean, it's right before 2000, but this is probably the best it was gonna get at that time.
So I just had to look it up because it was going to bother me. Electronic Gaming Monthly. That was a magazine.
Yeah. Okay.
I know for a fact it came in this because I actually posted a cover of it that announced. Basically, it was this. It also had I want to say it was Driver 2 maybe had a demo for that as well. But anyway, 3 Extreme again. The 2 Extreme, I loved, right? That was like, that game was just super fire. I remember playing that from a demo disc as well. Then end up getting the actual game. This one, by this time, Wave, Mario Kart already hit the scene, right?
Mm-hmm.
You had 1080 snowboarding out. I believe you had basically it didn't feel as new anymore, right? And I think by this time it kind of died down a little bit. Nothing like it's not horrible. I still have this game on the PlayStation 1. It's just 2 Extreme was so fresh, like on when it popped up on the scene. And
Yeah.
I just feel like this one didn't hit quite as well. But by all means, if somebody started with this one, I can see why they would love it just how I love 2 Extreme. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it do. I mean, sequels is kind of hard, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Especially when it's something like a racing style snowboard game where
Yeah.
you pretty much do the same thing in every game that you make. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Like it's hard to make it fresh. You know what I'm so yeah, I definitely feel what you're saying.
The one thing I will say about this game that it did like although like we didn't see nothing like it for a while in terms of being able to be on a bike or be able to be on the rollerblades and skates and stuff like that. We did end up seeing something like it in that game that came out. I think it was by Ubisoft. What's it called? Wave. Remember, I was talking about Riders Republic.
Oh,
From
okay.
basically that's when we talked about that game. That's what this reminded me of 2 Extreme because in that game you could ride bikes. I mean, you could hang glide too, but you could skateboard. I think it had skates. It had a bunch of stuff to do in that game. That's what it reminded me of. Like, and although that game was cool, it had some problems with the online because obviously open world and big ass player base. But
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of hard because this one was again not as good as it probably should have been. To be a sequel, it kind of felt kind of carbon copy, and I think that was the biggest problem with it.
Yeah.
But let's get to the chat, and then we'll get to the next game. Game Alive, MLB The Show. Thank you, thank you. Was 9 and 9 Sports before Sony acquired them. Mo said valiant effort at a sequel, but it missed. Yeah, 2 Extreme was just it was brand new, bro, and plus perfectly timed with the PlayStation demo disc. That it just I see why a lot of folks went out and bought the game. Game Alive also said before it was changed to triple play. Triple play was EA. Thank you for that. Because then triple play ended up turning into MVP baseball.
Learn
Appreciate
something
that.
new every day because I didn't know
Absolutely.
none of that shit.
Said this was in a PS demo disc. So
That's
yes,
probably where I remember playing it
okay.
at.
And Christian said the skateboarding was cool. It definitely was, man. Like the tricks and stuff, like it was dope. That's why I think when Riders Republic dropped Wave, I was like, okay, modernized version. And again, I liked my Riders Republic more than I like this, but not as much as I like 2 Extreme, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, Riders Republic is pretty cool. It's definitely probably a dope concept when it comes to extreme sports. I like the way they thought that out.
Right, right. All right, yo. So let's jump into the next game. The next game Wave we talking about is a game that I know for a fact everybody played. And that is Super Smash Bros. On N64, April 26, 1999, bro. Wave, talk to me about Super Smash Bros, man.
Well, I never played this game, so
All right,
nah,
bro.
nah. Seriously though, this game is dope, man. Like when I think about Super Smash Bros, especially the first one, like I always think about the commercial with Mario, Yoshi, and they start messing each other up. That's still a hilarious commercial to me.
Right.
Um, I mean, what can I really say about Super Smash Bros that we haven't said? Like we spoke about Smash a whole lot. It was dope on the 64. You know, I wasn't the best, but I was pretty decent. I still think I'm pretty decent right now. I can't really brag on it though, because I done got whooped so many times.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Wave. Did you have a 64 like in real time, like when this game dropped? Or
Yeah.
was it? Yeah, okay. I thought so. I was just making yeah. All right. So like, did you get this at launch or like later that year or
Nah, I got it like later on in the year. I
okay.
didn't get it. I, w- I didn't get it on launch. It's one of the few game I didn't have like a ton of games for 64. I have a ton of games for none of the systems. I talk
Right.
about how I had a lot of the systems growing up, but I didn't
But
have
but
a
not a
lot of
lot
the
of games.
games.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
know what
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying? But yeah, I definitely I'm trying to remember I think my main in this one, I can't remember. Dang, it was so long ago. Who was it? Pikachu? No, was it Pikachu?
In this one, okay.
Wow, I'm
Yo,
trying to
that
think.
Thunderbolt and Pikachu was nice in this game.
It was Pikachu. You didn't really have mains back then. You just played with any character, really.
Yeah, based on who you playing against, right? Like
Yeah.
yeah, the one thing I will say about this game, man, is like this game right here was a lot of fun, especially the 4 player, of course. But I've also liked the single player mode, having fight Master Hand at the end and the target practice, like we're seeing now with Donkey Kong, and how you have to utilize the moves to be able to complete it. Like I remember
Yeah.
one with a Star Fox where if you don't use his up B attack, where basically he like flies up, you can't defeat that. You know what I mean? There's no way to beat it without it. Um, Also, this is one of the last Smash Bros. Games that basically I played with the items on because
Mm-hmm.
when we got to melee and stuff like that, it was turn the items off. It's just 1v1, like basically the way we play now. Wave, you see what I'm saying? The
Right.
items off and everything. So this one was just pure chaos, pure fun. The commercial, of course, is legendary. But for me, turning on that game at first when they had the intro and then the announcer Super Smash Brothers, like
Yeah, that was
that's
hard.
nostalgia right there.
That
You know what I mean? Heavy nostalgia. But let's get to the chat, man. Let's see what they say, and then we'll get into the next game. James McNabb, what's going on, bro? He said, "Stop the cat,
Yep.
Wave." You said, talking about you never played this game before.
Oh
Stop.
yeah, I was definitely capping.
Right. Christian said, "Super Smash is elite. DK all day, every day." See, the wild part is the last time we talked about Smash, obviously everybody know I play Mr. Game and Watch, right? But he's not in this game. So
Right.
before that, I gotta agree with Christian. Before that, it was Donkey Kong. You know what I mean? The ground pound, you wind up the fist, it light up, send them flying, helicopter joint with the arms. It was Donkey Kong all day. And the backup fighter for me was actually Mario, believe it or not, in this particular game.
Mario's a good character in all of the fighting games, though.
Yeah, I mean by
They always
default,
make
right?
him well balanced. Yeah.
Right. Game of Lilac said I hated Super Smash Bros. Because I was never good at it. See, that's one thing I liked about like this era of gaming, right? Anybody could technically pick up and play, but
Right.
it takes a while to master it. You see what I'm saying? That's what I
Yeah.
liked about this era of gaming. It wasn't like you just had to like like it's too hard to play, so nobody picked it up. But at the same time, the game is not easy. If you want to be nice, because you get mopped in this game quick if you don't know what you're doing. That's the
Right.
cool part about it.
Yeah. You can. It could. There can be a skill gap, but it's still easy to play.
Right. Just said love.
I'm
Yeah,
definitely
like
glad.
what an era, man. Mo said, GOAT, still remember the commercial. It's one of the best fighting games and franchises. Yeah, man. Yeah, like just seeing the footage of this wave, even though there's not items because this is a single player game, I kind of missed the items with the potion, the proximity mine, which obviously is from GoldenEye, but they couldn't get the rights to put James Bond in it. What else you had? The Happy Hammer, pause. Like, just it's just mad fun, man. Game Melodic said I used to get my muffin cap peeled back blue. Shout out to Kevin. James said Pikachu and Captain Falcon went stupid in the first one. Yeah, yo, wave that
Okay.
Falcon punch, right? That's right.
Yeah.
They still say it till this day, man. Let's see. James said felt so proud as a kid beating the hand every time. Yo, Master Hand, man, underrated boss villain, man. Like underrated in the sense of like the difficulty of trying to defeat him. Mo said, "Gotta break the targets and board the platforms." I don't know why they
Nah,
let that go.
nah.
You said nah.
They don't need to bring that back. I do get the idea of it though, because it's a fun way to help you get better at the game. But
Right.
I wasn't never really a fan.
Really?
Yeah,
All
I
right.
wasn't good at it though.
I feel you. It's all good. Yo, all right, let's jump into the next game, man. Next game we talking about Area 51 Wave on the PS2. Before I even bring up the video, Wave, I'm curious. Have you played this game? Have you heard of it?
Nah, anytime I think of Area 51, I'm thinking of the arcade version.
Okay.
You know?
All right. So this particular game, man, is tricky because I could like once you see the game footage, you'll know what I'm talking about, Wave. Like I could see why somebody would be like, I'm not playing that game. It don't look good, especially now, of course. But this game is actually what I call sneaky good, where it's like because I'm sure it's probably a good 15, $20. I can't necessarily say now buy it, but I remember getting this game at a garage sale, like in real time. Well, it was like at the time it was like 15, $20 at that time, you know what I mean? Because it was still in stores and stuff. I remember picking it up and playing it. It was like one of those cool little, like not quite on the rail shooters, like because
Mhm.
like there are certain levels where you do have control, but basically an on the rail shooter. It's just fun, man. It's like one of those arcade games that get ported over. It's fun. This literally towards the end of the arcade era. You know what I mean? Obviously, the
Right.
90s and the 80s is more known for it, but this is towards the end of it. I mean, again, now it don't hold up. It looks horrible. Clearly, this is an arcade port, but especially for 2005, right? But
Right.
I knew it was coming, bro. I knew it was coming, like, but yo, it's low key fun. That's the best way. That's the best thing that I can say about this particular game.
Yeah, honestly, bro, this is the game I thought you was talking about. Like this was in the arcades
Right.
if I'm not mistaken. I didn't even know it was ported over. I just remember like playing this, waiting for the movies and
Word.
going to the movies and stuff. This is a pretty dope game. I think it's fun. I think it's cool. I think it's kind of cool the way you shoot them and they kind of explode.
Right.
Obviously, it's not realistic because you shoot them with a pistol, but at the same time, the game is still dope. And like you said, we can't really think about the graphics because this is way before '05, man.
Right.
You
It
know,
just
this
happened to
is
get ported over. Right.
yeah, because this is an arcade classic, so they got to keep it
All right,
going. They
bro.
still selling the classics. Word peace,
Word.
you know.
Just said it looks like a fun game. Never ever played though. Yeah, it's again, it's kind of tough to talk about now, but like at the
Yeah,
time, man, you had to be there.
I think
That's
it
probably the
still be
best way to
pretty
put it.
cool with the little arcade gun. I still can see you having some type of fun with this game.
Right. Okay. All right. Cool. 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 All right, yo. So the last game we talk about this week, man. Oh, we get Wave back up here. My fault. The last game we talk about this week, Wave. Red Star. The Red Star was dropped on PS2, PS3, and PC April 23rd, 2007, man. Have you heard of this game, Wave?
Nah,
So I'm laughing because this particular game, Wave, when I tell you this game pissed me off, I remember not only do I remember this game specifically, I remember when I first heard about this game, and I remember being hyped for this. Basically, the way this game was presented, Wave, it was presented as like, yo, they about to do something with the Red Army, you know what I mean, Russian,
mhm.
and it's gonna be like a new take on a military game. I remember watching on G4. Shout out to those who remember that. It's gonna be a new style. They of course they ain't show no gameplay footage. So I'm thinking something like Call of Duty, Medal of Honor, just from the Russian side or something. You know what I mean? The Russian
Mhm.
army. And when I first saw this wave, I was like, get the hell out of here.
You was disappointed.
Yo, heated. Heated. Now, one could easily say back then there was tons of magazines and stuff out, right? So I get why somebody would say it's my fault. You know what I mean? For not going copping the magazines and checking it out, going online, looking it up. But at the time, I have a computer, so I couldn't look it up. But bro, when I first saw this game in GameStop, I was like, hell no, bro. I was so mad because I went to buy it. That's the wild part. I went to buy it for PS2. And I don't know, maybe I didn't give it a fair shake because I never even bought it. You know what I'm saying? Never
Yeah.
even gave it a try, but I just remember every time I see this game, I get mad all over again, bro. Just what based on what you researched and what you saw, what's your thoughts on it though?
Yeah, I mean now I don't get how you still mad now. It's still to me it looked like a pretty decent game. It reminded me of like the Ultimate Alliance games from Marvel and stuff.
Yep.
like how that kind of looked. And those games was pretty fun. Well, the first two was fun. The third one is okay.
Right.
But still, it's still a fun franchise to play. So like I could see, and this looked pretty good, even still to this day. Like right now, I could see them like if they just I ain't even gonna say remastered, just re-released it without telling you that it's a game from '07. You wouldn't even really know. You
Yeah, that is a cool part about it, and that would be cool if they. I mean, obviously it's a PlayStation game, PC, but the PC, it'd be cool if they could put that on like the PlayStation Plus or what do you call it, Xbox Game Pass or whatever. If you can, then I'd check it out. I haven't been able, like, I haven't really looked for it, so I don't know the gaming price. Like, if you go see it in a retro store right now, but
yeah.
eventually I'll get around to it. I just think at the time they hyped it up like it was going to be like a military shooter. Now, to be fair to them, they never specifically said first person shooter, right? They never
Right.
said that, or third person. So that's on me. But the way they was talking about it was like this is a brand new way to look at military shooters. And
Definitely a different way to look at it.
right, right. And technically they didn't lie. But at the time I was expecting Call of Duty, Medal of Honor, Rainbow Six. Just nah. But
You was expecting the exact way to look at
right.
it.
Christian said, and also an early horror shooter. See, like I haven't played, so I can't even talk about it. So, but yeah, man. All right, yo, that's all we got for this week in gaming. Next week we have some more stuff to talk about. Let's jump into topics and Wave. Sonic Frontiers 2 is officially in development. And I'm bringing this up specifically, Wave, because Sonic Frontiers is way better than I think people gave it credit for. And I think partially because Sonic games didn't end up becoming as good as the Mario games, right? And Mario's still going strong. As we all know, Sonic kind of fell off, especially in the mid 2000s, and especially that Sonic game in 2006. That's where it got bad. You know what I mean? It got real bad there. But yeah, man. Sonic Frontiers 2 in development. I'm very hyped about that. I thought the first one was really good, to be honest. So I'm very excited to see what they do going forward. What's your thoughts on this though, man? And like y'all in the chat, what's your thoughts on Sonic Frontiers 2 officially being in development?
Well, from what I've seen from Sonic Frontier, because I haven't played it personally. Even though I love Sonic, I don't want to pay this much for a Sonic game. But and it's only because I really don't know what to expect.
Okay.
But at the same time, I don't want to like spoil it for myself. So I haven't really watched too much gameplay on it either.
Okay.
So like I just gotta decide what I want to do. But I'm sure if Sonic Frontier is anything like I seen from two, from what I seen from one, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be dope, man. Like I think Sonic, whoever makes the Sonic games, does a pretty good job, like really making them making us able to kind of like take advantage of his thing that he do, which is be really fast.
Right, right.
And I know it's hard to like for them to really do that because he kind of faster than we are even able to like use him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they do a good job making that like a big part of what they do, I guess.
I'm not gonna lie, Wave. I've said this before. I'm a little biased towards Sonic, right? So I'm not, and to kind of put that bias in check, I'm not gonna say everybody run out and buy it. That I'm hoping they just out of good faith put this game on Game Pass / a PlayStation Plus, so people can experience it. Because I think once they like Mario, Zelda, they have so much goodwill built up, right? From putting out quality games year after year after year, game after game after game, that I think they could put out something whack and people still buy the next one because it's like their batting record is still they're good. You know what I mean? The batting average is still great. Sonic, not so much, not especially not since 2002. So, but I hope they do that because I think people would enjoy this game. I think you would enjoy this game, to be real. That's why I want to see it come to Game Pass, because I think that people playing that, being able to install it, they will go buy Sonic Frontiers 2. That's how I feel, man. Real talk. I think it's great. I'm hyped for it. I think they can do some good things with the story. Yeah, man. To be real, do you have any more thoughts on this or
Nah, I really want to like actually play the game. So at some
right?
point, um, obviously it's in development, so we got a long time to talk about it. So at some point, I am gonna succumb to my urges and buy it Frontier to play, unless they throw it on Game Pass, which I doubt.
I mean, I hope so. I could be again. It's Sega's choice, and as we saw when we covered the Game Awards, they cooking up something because they put that ad out there, right?
Yeah,
Reviving games. So maybe not, but I would like them to because I think a lot of people, like I said, just the bad will built up. They didn't buy it, but this game is pretty damn good, man. And like, I'm not saying it's Breath of the Wild. I'm not gonna jump off the cliff and say it's Odyssey, but it's really good. Like real talk, it's good. So hopefully they keep that going with Frontiers 2. And by the time that drops, maybe this is either cheap or on a Game Pass or something, so where folks can catch up with it. Because like it got all the elements of Sonic, right? The speed, the crazy bosses, the high pace, fast action stuff. I just hope that they can keep this going because this is all off the good now. They got to continue to work on that reputation.
right. That's a fact. Yeah, I can't get with these rails. Just seeing this is making me not want to get it again. I can see me getting stuck right on that part, even though I
Right.
saw it.
Chris just said Sonic games are just like the Sonic movies, unpredictable, and you have to go in with low expectations. Agree with Wave on paying full price on a new Sonic game. I have nothing to say to that. I'm not mad at that. I understand.
That's
You know
a
what I
fact.
mean? I completely get it. I really do. Just said I'm hoping it's a good game. Me too. I take your time though. Again, give folks enough chances to, you know what I mean? Let's say there's a time where you don't got nothing to play, Wave, this joint drops to $10 or it is on Game Pass. You know what I mean? Give them time to get caught up or whatever. And like don't rush this game out. This could be out 26. I think nobody would have a problem with it. Even the fans, you know what I mean? I don't think
That's
they
a
would have a
fact.
problem with it. Gamer Live looks said Sega's making a comeback. You will see, and you heard it here first. I'm with you, bro. I really am. I really think that they got a chance to jump back in and not maybe a console, maybe not yet or anything. I just think that they got a good chance to really make some moves happen.
Drop Power Stone.
There you go.
that'll fuck the
There you
game up.
go. Another quick topic we got, man, that's more, annoying to me because this is something. So, Mo, if you're still here, I need your insight on this, man. If you got any. City Skylines 2 Wave is on some Grand Theft Auto shit right now. It is now officially delayed until Q4, meaning damn near holidays, Christmas time, man. Wait, I don't know what the hell's going on with this game. The console version been out for a little while now. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I don't know exactly what the hell is going on and why it's not working. Like why they can't port it to console. But what's your thoughts on this, man? Because it's very rare to see that big of a window of release time between a game made by the same company.
Yeah, I'm being honest. I don't give a fuck, but that's because I don't play these type of games.
Right.
But for people that do, they waiting. They've been waiting for it to drop. Like I know Mo really do mess with these kind of games, so
Right.
he liked the other City Skylines. So I know he waiting for this to drop. So that gotta suck to hear the delays. And as you know, fans of games that have been delaying a lot lately, uh, it sucks. So that's really the only thing I got really to say about it. But as far as like the game itself, I wonder what they bringing new to it because like it's really just rebuilding a civilization, right?
Yep.
Like what more new stuff can they bring to the game? So like I mean, I guess if I got any questions, it would be that. Like, are they making like space levels or like different countries? I don't not countries like different like buildings made from different materials from other planets. Like how is they making this game distinguished from the first?
So from I mean again, I don't know because I've been waiting to play it. I prefer to play on console, to be honest. I could get it on PC, but I'd rather play it on console. So I haven't been able to play it. But from what I've heard, the, new things they added, like, obviously if you don't play the game, you wouldn't know, but like possible like things that you can build. You know what I mean? New tools to build with, new sandboxes, yeah, if that's the best way to put it. But again, I can't really answer that cleanly because I've been waiting on this game since last year. And when the PC one dropped, I said, okay, cool, bet. The console one was supposed to drop in March, and now it's pushed back damn near another 10 months. So it's kind of trash, but at the same time,
It's hella trash.
yeah. Just I feel bad for the 5 people waiting.
And you know 2 of them, so that's
Right.
good.
Now Mo been on it. He's playing it on PC, so it's really just me. Like,
Oh,
but at the same time, but real quick, Wade. One thing I do want to talk about real quick that we talked about it on our on the Facebook page. Take-Two laid off 100 hundreds of employees. Possible effect on the GTA 6 launch time. Rumor is possibly it could get bumped to holiday 25 because it was supposed to be out Q1 of 25 next year. Some are saying it could get bumped to 26. I'm only bringing this up because I know you've been well on the record of saying I don't care what the trailer said. We're not seeing the game till 2026. Your thoughts?
I mean, I don't really got no thoughts on it until it's official. But when it becomes official, I'm just gonna say I told you so. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna wait till I get that moment because it's coming. Hopefully, I don't get that moment. I want to make that very clear. I hope I do not get the
Right?
moment
Yeah.
to say I
Yeah. Of
told you
course.
so. Like, let it come. I want it to come out 2025.
Right.
We've been waiting. I'm itching right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, but
Okay.
yeah, I just feel like that's what it's gonna be. It's not gonna come out next year. Like we only got that one little trailer. They ain't even show us what the protagonists look like. We don't know. We ain't see nothing. You know what I'm saying? They ain't really show us nothing. So that's what I'm really concerned about. And when was that trailer when they dropped it? That had to be like about a good 4 months ago now, right? It's been a minute.
They dropped that in January, I think. I think it was January.
It's been a minute. So like they need to drop, like they gonna put something else out. They wait in the summertime. Drop something in the summer or wait, drop something every quarter. Give us something. We ain't really see anything.
Right.
So like I really, it's hard for me to believe it's gonna drop next year.
I've been on the record saying that I don't think GTA 6 can be fumbled unless like the game's broken, right? It don't work at launch. They're starting to get to dangerous territory because not only is the game going to get delayed, which is going to piss off at this point hundreds of millions of people. It's also going to get to the point that some of these people that got laid off, it's been already reported, were working on the game. Now,
Right.
one could say, Jay, of course, obviously a big chunk of the game is already done. Cool. But we know now more than ever, it's more important that those who are tweaking the game, right? Making sure it's bug free, making sure it's ready for launch. You can't lose these people, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like Rockstar did have a small internal layoff but I don't know, Wave. I'm starting to get to that point where it's starting to get annoying. We had jokes at first. It was funny, right? All them jokes we made year after year. But to be fair, it's not just Take-Two. We've seen it. We covered it from Nintendo, PlayStation, Microsoft, you know what I mean?
Right.
Square, all these publishers and console guys, but this one, I don't know. Wait, I'm starting to get annoyed with this. I'm starting to get annoyed from the sense of it's like if you botch this, just be done. Just be done. Because like it's a layup, bro. It's a
I won't
layup.
be surprised, man. I'm telling you, like it's gonna be like it's so much pressure on them to make a gem of a game.
Yeah.
Like if they make any little error, it's gonna be compounded on because of our expectations. Like
Right.
5 was such a success, and the way it was fresh, it was new. Like they don't do anything at least close to that.
Right. Just said, rest in peace to all the people who planned to be on maternity leave for the original release. Yeah, yo, nah.
That's the thing. People was really doing that. That's
On
crazy.
Twitter, they were saying that. They were saying they're gonna try to time that shit up.
Oh,
But
take two being petty. They did that on purpose.
I don't know, man. I don't know. That's definitely interesting. Game Live looks at Hell's Kitchen will probably make a game for GTA.
Chef Ramsay
Oh
is
shit.
the boss.
All right, yo, let's jump to the spin wheel, man. Something that won't be delayed.
Let's get it. I mean, it was delayed a little bit. We threw an extra topic in there, so
yeah, so
everything's delayed today.
that's a fact. All right. You ready, Wave?
Let's get it.
Let's go.
Please, no Xbox games questions. That would be an Xbox question.
Fill in the blank. Best PlayStation game of all time is that is hilarious.
PlayStation Day. Shit, PlayStation game of all time.
I'm going. Damn.
I wanted to say Uncharted 2.
Okay. I'm not mad at that. I could say hell. I could say God of
All
War
time,
2
though.
specifically. I think I'm gonna go God of War, the first one on the PS2, because that just set the tone. I still think that's the best franchise, but that first one, man, I know a lot of folks don't feel as strong as they once did on it. You know what I mean? Because obviously the sequels and stuff like that, but there's something to be said about that first one. Yeah, so I'm gonna go God of War 1 specifically.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep my choice. I ain't gonna second
Right.
guess myself. I'll say Uncharted 2.
Just okay, so this is PlayStation night.
Yeah, it seemed like it.
Oh, okay. Grand Theft Auto 3. I forgot it's an exclusive to PlayStation.
Jeez.
I forgot about that. He's right, actually. I'd still go God of War, that first one, though.
GTA 3 was kind of groundbreaking.
Yeah.
I might agree with Mo. I'm not gonna lie. That changed the game.
I'm not mad at that. Game of Life looks at Twisted Metal 2. That's the classic one. That's because like I usually give more credit to original games and then the sequels, you know what I mean? But
Right.
Twisted Metal 2 was wild, bro. Wow.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite Twisted Metal.
Yeah. Just said God of War 1. Byron Hurd said Lost Judgment for me. Yo, wait, that might be one of the few PlayStation games we haven't talked about yet. Last Judgment. And I know the anniversary of it is coming up, I believe. So obviously, spoiler alert.
Chance to check it out because I never heard of that game.
I think you have if you've seen it, right? Like
yeah.
But all right, so let's see. I'm sorry, I said last. He said lost. He said lost. It's Lost Judgment, not last. I'm sorry, y'all. Daryl Miner said Uncharted.
Yeah, see somebody on the same page.
But you went with Uncharted too, right?
Yeah, Uncharted 2.
I got
Still
you.
in the franchise.
All right, let's get to the next one. Let's see if it's a PlayStation one. That's gonna be hilarious.
That would be absolutely insane.
Share your favorite video game soundtrack or in-game music that enhances the overall gaming experience for you.
I think it really depends on the game though, because like if it's a hard game, you know what I'm saying? The sound I guess it's not really the soundtrack; it's more the in-game music. But like, if you playing like a sports game, it's more
Yep.
about the soundtrack because nobody ain't listening to the in-game music
Right,
in
right,
the
right.
sports game, even though they do have it, but they don't. Nobody listens to that. Um,
I'm gonna be honest. A game that probably don't get talked about for the music, but I
mhm.
think is actually like special. The in-game music I'm talking is Mario 64. I think that's one that low key like the music in that game actually does enhance the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And like obviously, if I bring up the the feather cap, we all know the sound I'm talking about, right? The music that plays. Um, just yeah, I'm gonna go Mario 64 for that one.
I'm gonna go a little different. Uh, I'm trying to think of. I want to say Resident Evil. I feel like Resident Evil do a good job playing music at the right times to kind of enhance the experience of the game.
You talking about that first one?
I'm thinking more like even Nemesis,
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah,
like you feel me, or
yeah.
even Resident Evil 2. Like those two ones probably in particular because you really just running from the whatever character in either one of those games, and they kind of do a good job with the music. Like so when they first see you to the point of whenever you get to the end, they do a good job like using the music to kind of immerse you in that experience of just running from them. And when they pop out on you, like I think they do a good job. So just to choose, I guess I'll go Nemesis, which is 3.
Okay. See, Chad is saying just said the Halo. Yeah, see, that's
Yeah, we sat there and played that joint for like 3 minutes.
right, right. And we even bring that up. That's crazy. Daryl Miner said Mario, the classic. Can't go wrong with that. Can't go wrong with it.
Yeah, do 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 do
Dude,
do
yeah,
do 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 do. Yeah, yes,
can't go wrong with that. Most said GTA 5 soundtrack was lit. Yeah, yeah.
it was.
I can even say the same about GTA 4 as well. And now that I think about it. But yeah, Grand Theft Auto 5 was incredible, man.
Maybe too. You can kind of make your own soundtrack of GTA 5, play your own music and all that.
Right.
GTA 5 is that's what I'm saying. Like that game was done so well. Like GTA 6 got a lot to.
It does. It does. Like just because it's been all these years, that don't mean that it's easy. You know what I mean? Like to eclipse it.
Right, they
Just
got
that
the same
Sonic Games,
pressure as Marcus Jordan.
Sonic Games Point Blank also have fire ass soundtrack. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Sonic, we talk about it all the time, but Sonic 2, that's a good one. Most said also that Flip Which soundtrack is fire is flames. Don't look up the game on stream. That's what he keep telling us about. Remember?
Oh yeah, I always forget to look
Right.
that up. By the way.
Gamer Live looks at WWF No Mercy. That's a good one. SmackDown Mall. And the Golden Eye Pause music.
Yeah.
Yo, we played that too on that same episode, Wave. That's
Yeah.
that's hilarious. Daryl might have said Golden Eye Pause music is going.
We didn't get shut down, but it's
Right,
we play a little bit of WWE music.
right. Game of Live looks like facts. And Mo said Sonic Frontiers soundtrack was fired. That is true. Wait, I'm just telling you, bro.
I know
Uh,
that.
Play Sonic Frontiers. like I know this is the bias, right? I told you I was biased about Sonic games, but I'm telling you, play Sonic Frontiers. All right, that's enough for my TED talk. Let's get to the
Alright.
next question.
I'm definitely gonna look into that. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Do I need to spend a lot of money to get started in gaming?
Oh,
Oh,
I'm about to say get started in what?
collecting, collecting. Because I remember where this question came from. No, if you're smart. A lot of people wave when it comes to collecting because just this ain't the drug game, y'all. They talk about collecting. Like I say, start with what you actually going to play, what you like. Go to garage sales, right? Estate sales and stuff. That's where you get a bulk of games, man, for the cheap. Now it's probably the toughest time ever to collect because motherfuckers be selling you Madden 03 for $25 because they think all retro video games are the same. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or especially with the PlayStation disc because they scratch easy, bro. You just be careful out there, y'all. just be careful out there. Y'all. Let's get to the next question. Do you mod any of your games? Well, we know Game Relive does because the arcade one up he showed us. But,
yeah,
are you a modder, Wave?
That's a cheating setup. He be using that to play Call of Duty. Do I be modding games? Nah. I guess does GTA RP count? I don't know. That's not really modded though.
That's an in-game thing, right?
Yeah.
Technically, yeah. Nah.
Oh, they mean like outside, like the outside of games? Nah.
For example, there's this guy that my daughter watches like his YouTube videos called ZX Manny. What he does is he took Odyssey, the whole game of Super Mario Odyssey, and made all the grounds lava. So obviously you can't touch it. But he added a jetpack, the jetpack from Sunshine, so Mario can like technically fly with it by using the water. He also did the same thing for Super Mario Wonder, that type of modding, right? Stuff like that. Yeah, I find it fascinating, but I also find it probably time consuming. It's just not something I never actually got into.
Yeah, I'd rather just play the game the way it was intended to be played. Like, I don't need to do that.
Gamer likes that question's like the introduction to drug dealing. That's hilarious.
That's why I ain't say nothing. Listen, I got warrants.
Mo says Cities Skylines is better with mods, enhances the game in every way. I have heard that actually. I have heard that.
Now you want to talk about Cities Skylines? We asked you about Cities Skylines 2. You ain't had nothing to say.
Yeah, man. The console version push back to Q4, man. What's going on?
Get your peoples, man. They need to put the game out as soon as possible.
Let's get to the next one. Game versus Wave, WWF No Mercy, WCW NWO Revenge.
It's easy for me, and I know a lot of people that love Mercy is not gonna like what I gotta say, but I'm getting rid of WWF No Mercy. I just liked WCW NWO Revenge a lot better. That's just my opinion. So I'm gonna go ahead with the other side of the fence. I know everybody. I was probably ain't gonna be too many people agreeing with me, but I don't care.
Wait, what are you doing?
That was my game, bro. I really enjoyed that game growing up, man. It was fun.
The answer is No Mercy, man. Every conceivable way. Like, and obviously they got the advantage that came after Revenge, of course, right? Two games after. So they got but yeah, nah, this is But then again, I still till this day, and I'm not saying this is why you picked it, but I still know some WCW fans who'll be like, no, like, you know what I mean? They will put nothing WWF over WCW. So it's like East Coast, West Coast type shit.
Yeah, that's not me. I was not a big WCW fan. I just liked this game.
This particular game, I feel.
Yeah, it was fire to
Will
me.
says, "Stop it, No Mercy." Game Relive looks at No Mercy hands down. It's funny because I'm usually. It's funny though, Wave, because I'm usually the one on the opposite side, right? It's like me versus the world. Like, remember we had that convo on Silent Hill, like
I'm gonna go down like Homer when he jumped in the sand pit, giving everybody the finger, but he was going down slow. He ain't give a fuck. He still did it.
Just said No Mercy. Byron said No Mercy. Game Logic said that's why Wave doesn't belong.
I'm right where I belong, man. You know?
Byron with a good point though. He said WCW roster was at that time, Revenge.
Yeah, Revenge.
I'm not hating.
Dope.
Hollywood Hogan, Bret Hart, Goldberg, Chris Jericho,
Rey Mysterio was over there too,
Mysterio, Eddie, Juventud, La Parka. Yeah, nah, man. I'm not hating. I got nothing bad to say about Revenge. Just No Mercy was peak wrestling.
Uh,
No Mercy was everything Revenge should have been. I mean, to be fair, Revenge
mm,
came out in 98 versus 2000, late 2000. So, to be fair, I
copy
will.
and paste much. Mm.
Yo, Petty Talk.
Petty Watt.
What's the topic you like cover in a deep dive? We actually did this one already, but you got one wave off the top of your head?
No, I think that's more for the audience. The audience will like that. You know what I'm saying? I could think of one.
I got.
You know, a deep dive. Maybe like the first God, like a exclusive, like the first God of War, Halo. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good one. Like the first entry of like a mega franchise.
Yeah, yeah, something like that.
That's a good one.
Uncharted.
Uncharted. That's a good one. I actually like that idea. Deep dive away, smoke alarm.
Yo, leave. First of all, how y'all know that's me? That's crazy. I just be blaming everything on Wave. Like, god damn. That shit was.
Yo,
It is me though. I'm just saying, like, how y'all know is me though. That's the
that's
whole
crazy.
point.
He said, let's deep dive crack in America. What string is Wave on? Like,
Now I'm on crack. That's crazy. Why I'm on crack? I mean, I'm doing pretty good, so I guess.
just
Nah,
said
I ain't gonna say that.
Sega MK lore.
That would be dope.
That would be dope. The MK lore itself is fire. Daryl Miner said Gears of War. These are all good ones, man. Cause like, I mean, Gears is. I mean, do you real quick, Wave? Do you think Gears was perfect for the time it came out, or do you think it would have been better off had it dropped later on or earlier? Basically, if it didn't drop in that window with everything else, you know what I mean? Some of the
Mhm.
most iconic shooting games. Do you think it, or do you think it was just the right time for it?
Nah, yeah, I think it was the right time. I think Gears did pretty good. I
It did.
I don't think if it would have like did better waiting because like battle royales kind of became the thing and it wouldn't have survived in this kind of market. Like,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? Nobody's not gonna, gravitate to a cover shooter when you got games like Call of Duty,
Right.
Apex,
That's a
and
good point.
all the BRs running the game. And that's mostly where everybody at anyway. So they came out at the right time.
We got smart asses like Mo said. That's why we need to deep dive. It's a good point. It's a good point. All right. Touche, motherfucker. I get it back. One gotta stay. Superman 64,
Yeah, that's
Cyberpunk,
disrespectful. One gotta
Battlefield
stay.
2142, and Anthem Wave. One gotta stay. Not go.
Yo,
One
this
gotta
is
stay.
disrespectful as hell. Oh man, I would say Cyberpunk because they at least still working on that shit. Superman 64 is a done
Yeah,
game. Like,
nah,
there's
yeah.
no getting better. Anthem, they never worked on this motherfucker. They just dropped the two boards and was like, yeah, y'all have fun with that shit. And they just never did better with that. Battlefield 2142, it can't hang with the other shooters. I'm sure they still working on this shit, but like it's nothing they could do. So by default, it gotta be Cyberpunk. At least they getting better from what I heard.
Yeah, I agree. Cyberpunk, I still think it's the biggest miss. You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
we've seen. But from all accounts, it's playable now, right? It's kind of reaching in a way, it's reaching what it should have been. It's just too little, too late, if you ask me. I know the industry has kind of circled the block on it. It was like, nah, it's good. You know what I mean? I've even seen the reviews for it like redone.
I
Which
honestly thought about. I just was talking to my boy Daryl
yeah,
in the chat, and we was talking about like what games we got that we could play. And I was thinking about reinstalling Cyberpunk because there's a lot of they saying a lot of good stuff.
right.
Just to see what's up because I ain't really get into it like that.
Yeah, I mean they made some improvements to Battlefield as well, but problem is that one you need the player base, right? Because
Right.
the battles are so it's bigger. It's COD is what 6v6 if you want to play standard team deathmatch, right? Six for
Yeah.
six, and I think they got I forgot what it's called. It used to be called ground war, but yeah, I gotta go Cyberpunk. Let's see what the chat is saying. Let me clean. Most said Cyberpunk, I guess.
Yeah, we
Byron
got
said
fucking two.
Cyberpunk. Gamer likes I'd rather lose my vision. Jeff said one has to stay is wild.
Yeah, that is the wildest ever. That's so disrespectful.
Definitely said Cyberpunk because I heard they fixed it. I'm curious. Let me know, Wave, if and use well Daryl, of course, if they fixed it.
So I gotta reinstall it for educational
Yep.
purposes.
You on a mission.
Oh, you fucking
uh
hate.
Byron said Superman 60. Yeah, that's I still got that as the
I
worst
agree
game of
with
all
that.
time. I
That
still
shit's
got that as
terrible.
of all time. Like I'm not even like literally the worst number one worst game of
How
all
you
time.
fuck up a Superman game though? All you gotta do is fly around and beat people up.
I
Like
don't know if they had him flying through rings like he 3 extreme. Like,
that's just crazy. Race to your target. Fly through the
right,
hoop.
man. I don't know what the hell they was thinking.
There was symbolism to all the hoops he was flying around in
Have you
life.
ever?
You know?
We had this one already. The puzzle joint. Let's get to the next one.
There's that.
What's the worst game you ever played, Wave? Have you actually played Superman 64?
No.
All right, so what's the worst game you ever played?
Damn,
Specifically.
but like if I had played that one, that's automatically I wouldn't have been able to choose. That's automatically the worst game
It
if I
gotta
had
be.
played that shit. That's crazy. It really can't be that bad, and I'm definitely not
Wave.
about to go figure that shit out.
Wave is Wave is terrible, bro. But what's the worst game you ever played, man? Same with y'all in the chat, man. What's the worst game y'all ever played?
Because we just spoke about it, Anthem is the only game on in my fucking brain right now. Cyberpunk, I can't say Cyberpunk is the worst. It was just so hard to play from
Right.
the beginning. So like that, I couldn't do it. So I can't even say it. I would, and I mean these. I know it's worse. I have played worse games. I just can't really think of them off the top of my head.
Okay.
I would just have to say Anthem, and it's just lack of content. Like they could have made that game to something good,
That's more than fair.
but
That's
they
more than
dropped the
fair.
ball, man, for real.
Um, obviously mine is Superman 64, but to be fair, I'll pick something else. I'm probably gonna go. Yeah, somebody might get. I don't think we ever even talked about this game on here. Planet of the Apes on PlayStation 1. That shit is terrible. I know somebody gonna say it's not worse than Superman 64. I agree. I actually think that's the second worst game of all time.
Damn, it's worse than that Toy Story joint.
That Toy Story game is fire, bro. On the Genesis, that shit is fire. I don't care what y'all say. It's not as good as the 64 one, but that shit is fire. But
Nah, that shit
Planet of the Apes on
terrible.
PlayStation 1 is the second worst game of all time. Let's see what the chat is saying. Damn, Mo said Anthem.
That shit was terrible. I ain't gonna lie. That shit is bad. It's
Like,
bad.
look, Cynthia has Superman doing SeaWorld tricks. Jeff
They
said,
definitely did.
Jeff said Fret's on fire, which obviously that's like a running joke now. Can't get mad at that. You almost killed the family computer with that. Gaming with looks at ET. That's a good one. That's another one, Wave, on the Atari. So trash it calls the video game crash at 83. That's a great point. It literally caused the video game crash. And the movie was so iconic too, you know what I mean? The game was just horrible.
Right.
Byron said Friday the 13th on, and yo, y'all got some good answers. I can't lie. Y'all started making me rethink this Planet of the Apes joint. Because Friday the 13th is horrible. Game
I
Live say
really
tripping
ain't
though.
play a ton of horrible game. I can't. It's probably because when I think it's horrible, I just stop playing immediately.
That's fair.
I don't try to remember the games. I don't know.
That's more than fair. All right, wait, let's do one more, then we'll get out of here. All right.
Yeah, let's get it, brother.
Would you ever like to become a professional esports player, Wave?
Yeah, shit. Why not, man?
What
Be
particular
paid to
game?
play competitively. Probably 2K.
Okay.
Probably 2K. You know, it's like, I mean, they treat them almost like the NBA athletes. So
Right.
I could see myself enjoying that. They don't get paid a ton of money though, but it is what it is. You're getting paid to play the game.
Money aside, whatever it is, I don't know actually. I think I've kind of fallen more in love with video games from like the behind the scenes side, right? And like
Mm,
the media side versus the actual playing it. Back in the day, like 07, 08, you know what I mean? Or even before that, I would have said, yeah, hell yeah. But now I think I've kind of more on like the media side of it.
yeah, I mean, right now, yeah, but like they ain't say it gotta be right now.
Apex is would you play Apex on like esports
Uh, yeah, I'm not that good though, but like
okay.
I could do it. I'm pretty deep. I think I could carry my weight in 2K, but Apex I ain't that good.
Just said put her in the Just Dance League. Yo, that shit looks
Is that
so.
a thing? That might be kind of fire though.
Yo, that shit look. Yo, wait. I remember real quick story, bro. I remember this. I forgot this musician was outside a game. I'm losing my train of thought. I'll tell you, know I'm tired as hell. GameStop years ago when Rock Band first dropped, right? And he
Mm.
was like, "This game is killing musicians, killing musicians. It's gonna screw the industry up." And I'm like, "It's Rock Band, bro." He was like, bro. It's funny too because I was going to buy Rock Band. So he was like, "How would you like it if you pay all this money to go to a concert and as they're getting ready to play, a big screen drops down, they start playing Rock Band?" I was like, "Bro, get off the coke. That shit ain't gonna ever happen,
Yeah,
bro." Like, but
yeah, that's that's bad extreme.
like I say that to say, could you imagine you go to a concert like what up, what up, what up? Then the screen drops down and they just
Like
start
now,
playing.
here's Kanye West. But before you perform, I would like
Word.
you guys to play 2 hours of Rock Band.
Right. Nah, bro. That's just that dude was so mad though. He was like, it's gonna kill the music industry. But
Anybody gonna get to play these toys,
right.
bro?
Mo said, nah, I'm good. Gamer Lilac said, I wouldn't. The stress levels are too high and it would literally kill that passion for games. That's a good point, Wave.
Oh yeah,
That's a good point. I can see them getting home, but I ain't playing nothing. You know what I mean? Like, fuck that. Whereas like we play it for the enjoyment. I could definitely
I
see that.
mean that's why I had to choose a game that I'm both
Right.
good at, and I don't see myself getting. Well, like 2K, I could see myself getting bored with it, but I'm pretty decent, so that wouldn't
Yeah.
kill my. I wouldn't. I don't really play 2K right now at the crib, so
Right.
that wouldn't really kill my passion. I just wouldn't pay 2K at the crib. Whatever game it is I'm playing, I would only play it during practice and games. I would not play it any other time.
Absolutely. All right, Wave. So, yo, that's all we got for this week's show, but we got a quick special announcement, Wave. Next week, we got a special guest. He takes many shots at you, but next week, Gamer Lilac joins the show to come chill and chop it up with us for a week, man. Wave, y'all gonna have to make amends or something. I don't know what, like I don't know what the smoke is, but next week gonna be a fun show, y'all. So be on the lookout for a wild show. And of course, like we always say, man, a lot of y'all, if y'all want to chop it up with us one week, just let us know. But Game of Live Look will join the show next week.
Yeah, I can't wait, man. I ain't got no problems with dude.
Nah,
I think it's
obviously, of
all
course,
love.
yeah.
You know, I don't want people to think it's actually an issue. You know,
Right, nah, of course, yeah.
that's just how we show love, man.
Word, no doubt. So, yo, with that said, Game of Live Look, be ready, man.
Yes,
The rest
sir.
The rest of y'all will catch y'all next week. Wave, take it away, bro.
Hey, yo, we appreciate the love and the support with you guys hanging out with us on an odd day of the week on a Tuesday. So that's all love. We appreciate the lurkers, the likers, the supporters, and anybody else, who just even came through just to see what it is, man. We appreciate it all. Look for us next week on Tuesday, and with our special guest, Game of Live Look, we're gonna see you. Peace.
We out, y'all. Peace out.
We don't care that it's Wednesday. Where you at, Mo?
Yeah, stunting ass motherfucker, yo. All right, y'all, later.